Are you watching people look at your travel packages for weeks, then leave without booking anything? Here's what's really going on. Your customers aren't just buying a trip. They're spending a lot of money on something really important to them. They're looking at your beautiful photos and thinking, I want to go there. But when it's time to actually book, something stops them. Maybe they're worried they'll pick the wrong trip, or something will go wrong, or they're just confused by too many choices. Most travel business owners think this is about price or trust, but it's not. It's about how you guide people from being interested to actually booking with you. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a system that takes people from this looks cool all the way to I'm booking this trip, and even getting them to come back and tell their friends about you. You'll also find out the specific mistakes that make your leads go cold, why your pretty marketing might actually hurt your sales, and the simple changes that turn browsers into buyers without being pushy. Let's jump right in. Let's start with something most business advice gets wrong. Buying a trip isn't like buying anything else. It's all about feelings. Your customers aren't just buying flights and hotels. They're buying memories, adventures, time with family, or an escape from stress. Because of this, you can't sell to them the same way you'd sell office supplies. The biggest mistake I see travel business owners make is trying to get people to book right away. You have these amazing websites with gorgeous photos, but then you immediately ask visitors to book now, before they've had time to really picture themselves on that trip. This confuses people. You're asking them to commit before they feel ready. Here's what your potential customers are really thinking when they first find you. This looks amazing, but is this right for me? What if something goes wrong? What if I don't like it? What if I'm making a mistake? These aren't problems you fix with discounts. They're worries you fix by helping people feel confident and informed. Your travel customers go through 3 stages, and you need to meet them where they are. Stage 1, getting interested. The dreaming stage. This is where they're scrolling through social media, maybe feeling bored with their routine, seeing friends' vacation photos, or dealing with work stress. They're not looking for best travel deals yet. They're just getting inspired. Your job here isn't to sell. It's to help them dream about what's possible. Stage 2, looking around. The comparing stage. Now they're getting serious. They're comparing different options, reading reviews, maybe even checking their calendar and bank account. But here's the important part. They're also getting overwhelmed. Too many choices, too much information, too many things to worry about. This is where most businesses lose people because instead of making things simpler, they make them more complicated. Stage 3, ready to buy. The decision stage. Even when they're ready to book, there's often one last moment of doubt. This isn't about money, it's about feeling confident. They need to know they're making the right choice and that you'll take care of them. All right, let's talk about what needs to be on your website and in your emails to actually help people through this process. Stop listing amenities and start telling stories. Instead of 5-star resort with pool and spa, try something like, picture this. You wake up naturally, no alarm clock. You grab coffee on your private balcony, listening to waves crash below. Your biggest decision today is whether to hit the beach first or get that massage you've been putting off for months. See the difference? One is information. The other is helping them imagine being there. Everyone gives away generic travel guides. Boring. Give them something that makes them feel like their trip is already starting. Like a what to pack for your Bali adventure checklist, or 10 secret spots in Paris only locals know about. These do 2 things. They get people excited, and they show you actually know what you're talking about. So many people send a few emails, then give up. Bad move. Your follow-up emails should mix inspiration with useful information. Share a story from a past client, answer a common worry, give them a reason to keep picturing themselves on this trip. Also, your booking page shouldn't feel like a jarring transition from dreaming to paperwork. Include reviews from people talking about their actual experience, not just 5 stars, great service. Give them multiple ways to reach you. Tell them exactly what happens after they book. As you already know, travel businesses face problems that other businesses don't. So your approach should also be in line with the normal timelines for the industry. What I'm trying to say is that not every marketing advice or timeline might work in the travel funnel. For example, your customers might take weeks or even months to decide. This isn't a problem to fix, it's just how travel works. Instead of trying to rush people, work with their timeline. Create content that keeps you in their mind without being annoying. Send weather updates for when they might travel, share relevant travel news, or mention seasonal experiences they might miss if they wait too long. The key is staying helpful without being salesy. Your goal during this long waiting period is to become their go-to travel expert, so when they are ready to book, you're the obvious choice. And as you already know, it's not unusual for someone who seems really interested to just vanish when you're so sure they're going to book soon. Travel decisions are complicated. They need to coordinate dates with family, figure out time off work, maybe save more money, or convince their spouse it's a good idea. Sometimes one little complication stops everything, so stop sending just checking in emails. Send helpful stuff instead. Like, having trouble coordinating dates with everyone? Here's a simple group planning template. Or, worried about the budget? Here's how to break down costs so it feels more manageable. You're not being pushy. You're being helpful to someone who's genuinely stuck. And when you're marketing to someone who says your service costs too much, they are usually not talking about money. They're talking about whether it's worth it or whether they trust you. They're thinking, what if this isn't worth it? What if I could do this cheaper myself? Don't respond by lowering your price or listing all your costs. Instead, address what they're really worried about. Share specific examples of what you do that they can't get elsewhere. Talk about the time you save them, the insider knowledge you have, or the peace of mind that comes from having an expert handle everything. Help them understand what it really costs to try to do it themselves. Not just the money, but the time spent researching, the stress of handling all the details, the risk of making mistakes, and missing out on their vacation time because they're dealing with problems instead of enjoying themselves. Sometimes everything seems to be working. People are finding you, downloading your stuff, even getting on calls with you. But they're still not booking. This usually means there's a disconnect somewhere. Maybe your marketing is all about adventure and excitement, but your sales conversations immediately jump to flight times and travel insurance. Your customer came in excited about memories and experiences, but suddenly you're talking logistics. Keep the emotional connection alive throughout the whole process. Yes, you need to cover the practical stuff, but frame it in terms of their experience. Don't just list hotel amenities. Explain how those amenities make their trip better. Start by looking at your process like you're the customer. Where do people usually drop off? What questions do you hear over and over? What concerns come up most? Then look at your content. Are you speaking to their dreams and worries, or just listing what you offer? Are you building confidence, or just trying to impress them? And extend your follow-up. Most people give up way too early. Try spreading useful content over weeks or months instead of days. Give people time to make their decision while staying on their radar. Look, if you want to quickly figure out where people are dropping off in your process and what you can do about it, I put together a simple 5-minute checklist specifically for travel and service businesses like yours. It walks you through your whole process from a customer's perspective and helps you spot the exact places where you're losing people. Then it tells you what to do about each problem, so you can fix the real issues instead of guessing. You can grab it in the description below. It's free, and it'll probably save you from losing your next few bookings. This has been Rita with ClicksandThings.com. See you in the next one.